in Washington. And like you, there was one person. And when he was taking, he introduced himself. Swami, I had interviewed Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Advani, President George Bush, and Bill Clinton, blah 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 blah. And therefore, these are the questions. Prepare yourself. I said I don't answer the question twice, only once. And then he started, and he said, I have to edit before I air it. You have made me. I said, dumbfounded. Yes, that is what I want to say. I was never so miserable before anybody in my whole life.
नमस्ते और स्वागतम प्यारे भक्तजन, ये है हिंदवाणी 91.5 FM स्टूडियो डर्बन में और मैरिसबर्ग में 102.3 102.3 और आप शिरीन मेवा के साथ संध्या सुन रहा है। आज मेरे साथ रह रही है स्वामी जी अनुभवानंद।
Very difficult name. It is not difficult. When you say it happily, it becomes Anubhavananda. Anubhavananda. Never mind.
The Swamiji is from the happy folks of South Africa. And he's here on giving discourses in Pietermaritzburg, Durban, and Lenasia. These are the 4 places that's left for him to give discourses. Now, he's given us some of the guidelines on the Bhagavad Gita, as you heard him very clearly. Now, Swamiji, please, can you explain to our listeners, dear listeners, some of the techniques of how to study the Bhagavad Gita?
Very good question. This question nobody wants to know, and thank God you have asked. See, normally what happens? We take Bhagavad Gita for studying when we are unfit for everything. When we are old, we cannot hear, we want to go for satsang. When we cannot sit properly in one posture, we want to sit for meditation. And when we don't remember anything, we ask our wife, can you give me food? Did I take my food? The wife scolds, you have eaten 10 times since morning. This is our memory status. And then we think we are fit for studying Bhagavad Gita. Please understand, friends, Bhagavad Gita is not studied as a miserable person who is unfit for everything. See? When we study physics, chemistry, maths, economics, how much efforts we put? In the same manner, try this technique. First of all, read every day 1 chapter. There are nice, renderings available on the YouTube. Take them, and perfect pronunciation is necessary to bring out the right meaning. 1 day 1 chapter, 2nd day 2nd chapter, 3rd day 3rd chapter, 18th day 18th chapter. Again come back to 1 and keep on doing this in rotation. Number 1. Number 2, start from the 1st chapter, 1st verse. Take the commentary. We have in English the Scientific Art of Living. It is available on our website, justbehappy.org. You can listen online or you can get it from the local place. And listen 1 talk. During that, as if you are listening to a college lecture, sit down, take paper and pen, draw your notes, and thereafter close the talk. Then take the Bhagavad Gita, write the 1st verse by your own hand in Sanskrit. And then whatever you have learned, in your own language you write down as your commentary on that verse. And in this manner slowly go day by day, day by day. After the 700 verses are over, you will have your own commentary ready on Bhagavad Gita. But for God's sake, don't publish it. It will be a rubbish. Again you start. Till you disappear, Bhagavad Gita should be studied. Bhagavad Gita never ends. While studying Bhagavad Gita, the I ends and he takes over. See, Mahatma Gandhi came in this country out of a Mohandas Karamchand. He became Mahatma when the small I of the iPad or the iPhone, when that was deleted and replaced with the total I. So out of a Chota Atma, CH Atma, he became a Mahatma. This is how Bhagavad Gita study should be studied on a daily basis.
Very interesting, Swamiji.
If it is studied, then it will be more interesting.
Yes, it will be. And Swamiji, also, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the program, your motto is Moj mein raho, live in happiness. Elaborate this for our dear listeners.
See, to be happy, you don't have to do anything. You know what happens for us? Religious or spiritual life means becoming holier than thou. That is totally wrong concept. See, religious or spiritual life is not becoming somebody, but unbecoming all what we have become till date. It is not doing something, but it is undoing all what we have been doing. It is something like, our mobile phone. When it gets hung up or some problem comes, we go to the settings and there is one option, return back to the factory settings. In the same manner, let us go back to the factory settings. As we were born, we were nobody. We were simple. See? Therefore, simple living, good food, no nonsense and smile. If these four principles you bring together, you have understood what is the meaning of being happy. We try to become happy. When you become happy, you will end also. All that which begins has an end. But in being happy, you don't have to do anything, just be. And this experience is possible when we are only by ourselves, beyond the mind. And for that the practice is this. If somebody asks you, what's your name, Amma? What's your name?
Shireen.
Okay, Shireen, if I ask you, how are you? What will you reply?
Well, thanks.
Well, thanks. I won't appreciate this reply. If somebody asks you, hey, how are you? Fire, roar, I am on the top of the world. Just start with that spirit. See the change. I was in UK and one elderly person, summer day, very bright sun. I happened to meet him in a public place. So I asked him, I said, hey, how are you? Not bad. What not bad? Even if you are suffering, but you can have the highest spirit. See? So to be happy means only one reply. Any time anybody asks you, how are you? You fire. I am on the top of the world. And see the difference. This is the meaning of being happy. See, friends, everybody has got problem. Why should we, share our problems with the world? Being happy means never try to make anybody happy. God has failed. We will never be successful. Second thing, we don't have to make anybody miserable because everybody is self-sufficient. They are miserable by themselves. And therefore, being happy means live independently, have commitment to the goal, have dispassion in the heart, and have compassion in the understanding. With these three principles, when you live, you are living happy. That is the meaning of being happy.
Yeah, Moj mein raho. Everybody must be living in happiness. Now, सिर्फ 10 मिनट बाकी है प्यारी भक्तजन मेरे जाने के समय निकट आ रहा है. Swamiji, before I ask you another question, Bhaiji, Swamiji is conducting discourses in forthcoming week, right? Now, would you please share with us, with our dear listeners, when the discourses are going to be scheduled for?
Thank you, Benji, for giving us this opportunity to explain Swamiji's program for the next couple of days. Actually, Swamiji has been here. Swamiji has been here since the 23rd of August, and we've had programs throughout South Africa. And for the next 3 days, it will be tomorrow. It will be in Pietermaritzburg at the Radha Krishna Mandir. The program starts at 7 o'clock in the evening, and the topic is Karma Yoga Secrets. Right? And then on Wednesday and Thursday, the program is at Satta Mandir in Reservoir Hills.
That's in Durban.
In Durban, Reservoir Hills. And the topic is Why Study Gita? And the program starts at 7:15. So everybody is welcome.
In the evening.
In the evening, yes. So everybody is welcome. And finally, the last program will be on the 10th of September in Lenasia at Ramakrishna Dham at 4 p.m. And the topic will be Devotion to the Lord or to the World.
Paji, contact numbers for Pietermaritzburg and Durban, do you have them?
Yes. You can contact Usha Ben at 073 784 2099. That's in Pietermaritzburg. And locally here in Durban, our man is Mohanbai, and his cell phone number is 078 525 0147. And if you want general inquiries about Swamiji's CDs and talks in DVD and audio format and MP3, you can contact me. My name is Arvind, and my cell phone number is 084 547 8534, or you can also email me at arvind@anuhealth.co.za, and I will put you on our mailing list, so next year when Swamiji comes, you will have full detail of his program. Once a year, we also have the retreat that we organize of Swamiji, and there we take one Upanishad text, and it's done over the weekend, and we go to a venue that is conducive to study, and like that we go through the whole text, so it's lots of fun.
Okay, thank you so much, Arvind Bhai, for giving us the listeners the details of the forthcoming programs of Swamiji's Divine Discourses. So, and the numbers that you've given, but maybe later on we will repeat the numbers, right? Swamiji, back to our questions. Now, you have specialized in Vedanta philosophy. Okay, what is Vedanta, and how is Vedantic philosophy applicable in our daily lives?
Vedanta philosophy is meant for living happily. Vedanta means the ultimate in knowledge. Beyond this, nothing more has to be known. In one of the Upanishad, this thought comes, Kasminnu bhagavo vijñāti sarvavidam vijñātam bhavati iti. The student asks a question. O teacher, tell me, what is that one? Having known which everything becomes known. And there the teacher tells, when you abide in your blissful self, there is nothing more to be known. And this is what Vedanta tells us. You don't have to become divine. You have to discover your divinity. Our divinity is covered by the thoughts. If we are able to transcend the thought, we are not talking about the thoughtlessness. We are talking about transcending the thoughts. Transcending the thoughts means let the thoughts be there, yet they don't influence us. We are able to negotiate through them and allow our inherent divinity manifest in and through every action, in and through every word, in and through every thought. And the expression of divinity is only bliss. If bliss is expressed through us, we have digested the Vedanta philosophy. If blisters are around us, then we are the samsari.
Swamiji, also when it comes to good thoughts, pure thoughts and sacred thoughts, it's all to do with the food that we take in our senses also. Is it true?
About food, I have got some different views.
And I mean food in all our senses, things that we feed our senses
Yes,
for.
that's what I was telling. In one of the texts written by Bhagwan Shankaracharya, he says, Atitanagatam kinchit na smarami na chintaye ragadveshi vina praptam munjamyatra shubha shubha. He says, I do not bother about the past. I do not worry about the future. Whatever comes in the present, I celebrate that. This is the food intake. So by the eyes we eat the colors and forms. By the ears we eat the sounds, etc. And all of them are nothing but different expressions of the different foods for the different mouths.
Yes.
Therefore, what is important is when we interact with the world, before interaction, during interaction and after interaction, if the equanimity of our mind is maintained undisturbed, we have learned the secret of the total food science. Otherwise, our whole life goes only in this thing. I am a vegetarian, I am in naturopath, I eat only the grass along with the buffaloes on the road. It has nothing to do. What is important is eat little, 3 times a day, have fresh food, don't take out from the fridge, put it to the microwave and eat like a pindadan. That is a disgusting thing. See, that should not be the way. Eat fresh food. What for we are living? To eat a dead food? No. And thereafter, you eat 3 meals a day rather than observing fast. Those people who observe fast, they are cranky because they have the stomach empty and head full of food. It should be the other way around. Let the stomach be full and head empty. You will be happy. See, a miserable person cannot think of God. Therefore, when people ask me, Swami, do you observe fast? I ask them, whose house I am going to take food? If it is a Gujarati and Marwadi, I observe fast. Because these two communities believe in eating more, particularly on a Shivratri or the, any so-called day. Therefore, don't give too much importance to that. See that your stomach remains normal, you are not too heavy, and you are able to function effectively. That is important.
स्वामी जी, मेरे जाने के समय आ गया, सिर्फ 3 मिनट बाकी है. Thank you so much for enlightening our dear listeners, and I've learned so much also from your divine discourses that we've had now, in this past 45 minutes. And I must thank you and thank the organization for having brought you here to South Africa and to giving us your discourses. And yes, dear listeners, Swamiji is going to be at Pietermaritzburg on the 6th of September at the Radhakrishna Mandir, and on Durban is going to be on the 7th and 8th September at the Sapta Mandir, and Lenasia on the 10th of September. So be sure to make when you're available, to make your presence there, and you will definitely learn lots and lots of things, new things from Swamiji. And as I mentioned earlier on, lots of people were transformed and enlightened by Swamiji's discourses, right? So be sure to attend to these discourses. Swamiji, thank you so much for enlightening us.
It was a great experience to be with you all, my dear listeners. Thank you very much and be happy.
Thank you very much, Swamiji. Very bhajan, ab aapke